What's shaking? It's Bacon, and I have a question, and it's a kind of hard one to answer. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think that Destiny has become too easy? Has Bungie made it so that with the House of Wolves expansion, that Destiny is just too easy? And I'm not talking about the combat. I'm not talking about Prison of Elders, Trials of Osiris, Crucible in general, because that usually comes down to your skill level, what you can do, and how you can collaborate with a team. Because one thing Destiny does well that other AAA shooters don't really convey is that sense of belonging, that idea that you have to collaborate and join up with your team and just wreak havoc. That's the greatest way to reach success. You can even find this in the story, like us Guardians had to band together to defeat the darkness. So it's all across the game. So that's one of the things that they made a focal point. What I'm talking about is possibility. Now, we all know Destiny to be that game where you grind your hardest to achieve your goals and get whatever you want. And the one thing that a lot of Guardians have wanted since before the game even came out that we knew we would want is exotic weapons and exotic gear. And exotics are just like the holy grail of everything. We all want great exotics. We all want to collect them all like Pokemon. As time has passed, it's become even easier to get these exotics, and the House of Wolves has only made it even greater of a chance. Now let me run you guys through this. You have the weekly Nightfall, you have the weekly Heroic, you have key farming, you have the Prison of Elders, you have the Trials of Osiris 9-0 chest, you have Xur. Oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities and opportunities to get these exotics. Bungie has also made it so that us Guardians will get motes of light like nothing. Like everything links back to motes of light. You can get motes of light from pretty much every source in the game. And you can end up going to the speaker and trading in your currency to get more motes of light. These motes of light can be used on, say, Xur, who sells exotic engrams each week. So pretty much you'll have every exotic gear piece in the game if you just wait for Xur each week and you just stock up your motes, which is not a hard thing to do. You just hold on to them from, like I said, every source in the game. So the gear, just forget about that because that is so easy to claim now. Now many of us have exotic weapons that we've been hunting and RNG has been keeping us away from. But that's not really that big of a problem anymore because we have so many sources to obtain these things. And at this point, if you want something, just keep cranking that slot machine. Just keep doing it until you get that jackpot. That's how the thing is working right now. With that in mind, I'm pretty happy that Bungie decided to make it so that the new exotic weapons that came from House of Wolves are tied to the Prison of Elders and end up being bounty weapons that you have to actually work for, because that was how I envisioned exotics to be in the beginning of the game. Before it even came out, I thought that we would have to earn them and do some vigorous tasks to even touch these things. And hopefully it continues to go in this direction and brings exotic gear along for the ride, because I don't want exotic gear to just be a joke that we all claim the first couple of weeks. Because we all know that feeling of joy when we get a new exotic for the first time, where we claim victory for the first time, when we get to touch that weapon and wear that gear. It just feels magical. But with so many chances at it, it kind of takes away from the magic. The pixie dust starts to dissipate and we're just left in the dark. Alright, now let me calm down. Let's think about a world where the majority of the population has all the exotic weapons and armors. Is it that bad? Not really. Not at all. If anything, it conveys the level of balance that Bungie was forcing upon us in the beginning of the game's conception. They were talking about balance, balance, balance. And what's more balanced than everyone having the same weapons and gear? And it's not bad, but it's not great. Why? Because then it's just going to feel like all the other FPS. Okay, I reached the max level cap and now I have access to everything. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Hey guys, now we have Space Call of Duty. Isn't that great? Not really, because I think that exotics are meant to be like trophies. We should be prideful when having them. And if everyone has it, what's the point? It's like me taking out my pennies and shining them up. Everyone else has pennies. What's so great about mine? Now, when I was thinking about this, I had to put myself in Bungie's shoes. Now, Bungie is a game development company. They are a business, and this is their product. And what any business wants to do with their product is sell it, and sell it to as many people as possible. Now, with this, anyone who actually knows what they're doing can jump into Destiny and have many exotics, reach a level cap fast, and be on an equal playing field as all the people who have been here since day one, like myself. Remember, Destiny has some MMO principles and mechanics, thus meaning they are susceptible to many of the MMO genre's plagues. One being that it's difficult to jump into an already ongoing MMO just like that, because you're going to be behind everyone. You won't be able to access the new content as easily. It'll take you longer. You'll have to put more work in, and it'll just be a fiasco. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm going to get Elder Scrolls Online for console the day it comes out, because I want to be there every step of the way and not miss anything that I otherwise would if I just came in, say, a month or two later. With this game plan, it's simple for anyone to just jump into Destiny and have a lot of fun. And the only thing that would hold them back would be not having the DLC, the House of Wolves and the Dark Below. But they're also trying to resolve that problem by releasing, allegedly, Comet. Comet is said to hold the previous DLC and come in with some new content. So that's just a very appealing package for anyone who hasn't already jumped into the massively addicting game that is Destiny. And man, I love Destiny. I am Destiny's child since day one and beyond. So if anything, I want more people to play this game. I want the community to just grow exponentially. So which of the two is the lesser evil? I gotta say this is, yes, all the cons that I said before are kind of pushed away when it comes to bringing in more people. Because believe it or not, people, we're still in year one of Destiny 1. So hopefully everything that's from year one will remain how it is. And then beyond that point, that's when the hardcore people will be rewarded and will get things that are kind of harder to acquire. And they kind of did a little bit of this with the Trials of Osiris, which I'm pretty grateful for. But with the Prison of Elders, it's not like it's that hard to reach the level cap of 34. I did it in a day, and then I did it the next day on another character. So it is just very simple. And as time passes, all I should be seeing is level 34 people anyways. So the Prison of Elders level 35, meh. If you have good people, you'll be done with that really fast. What I suggest they do is make the endgame content harder without making the enemies reach a light level that is beyond our own. Level 35 versus level 34, level 33 versus level 32. I just do not see the sense of it. I feel like it's kind of a cop-out, and if they can convey that level of difficulty without doing so, then the reward should be more interesting, and we should be able to reach them in more interesting ways other than just beating a boss or opening a chest or just beating it in general. Kind of want some innuendos in a way, things that are kind of more difficult, make us go the long way rather than the short way. You know what I mean? And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will catch you guys in the next one.